Okay. Hi, everybody. Good morning. How are you? Hi, Jen. I'm trying to figure out this Periscope thing. Okay, so this is the painting I'm working on right now. Not quite sure what I think of it. I've been painting over a former painting. So anyway, hi. Yeah, so I am going to flip this camera. Oh, I love the hearts. Here I am. Hi, guys. Okay, so I'm going to put this on my little makeshift tripod. I just did like this total update of my phone. Okay, like my apron. We're set. We're set to go. We're going to paint it up. What are we going to paint? I don't really know. I never know what to do with abstracts. Honestly, I feel like it needs some kind of point of focus. So I'm kind of going to steal a little bit from some other artists who I've I don't know what we're going to do here, but it doesn't matter because it's just fun. And who cares? Who cares? All right, so I've got on my palette here, I've got some yummy stuff. Ooh. We got some ultramarine paint. We've got some soft gel gloss. We've got some white. We've got some I don't know, some other color that I mixed from a while ago. And we're just going to paint, guys. So, yeah, if you ask me any questions you want, because I'm still watching you, because it's hard to, it's going to be an interesting kind of process for me, but we'll figure it out. So, what are we going to do? Let's make it happen. So, I feel like I need to paint some white into here, because I don't really like all of that, the darkness. I don't know, there's just something trying to take the darkness out of my life. Yeah, whatever. All right, so I'm going to get my little brush into some water here. And I'm going to take, or maybe not so much water. And then it's just like, it can be like Bob Ross. What kind of paint is that? Golden acrylic, heavy body acrylic. Here we go. This is what I like to use, golden. I used to think the paint brand didn't really matter, but guess what? I think it does. Yes, water. Thank you, Crayon Lab, Jen. So what's going on? What's going on? Awesome. Thanks, Lindsay. All right, guys. So I don't know. I'm just gonna kind of go a little crazy, because that's what you do. You just kind of go. And let's see. I think I'm gonna use a bigger, like a foam brush. Let's play with foam. Okay, foam brush. I think painting. So I'm painting out is what I'm calling it. I'm painting out some areas that I don't really think are working so well. But I'm doing it really lightly because I still want to see a little bit of that layer. It's all about layers. Layer, 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 layer. Keep layering. So, hi. Who is that? Okay. So, yeah. I'm Paula Brett. For those of you who don't know me, I'm not famous. But I'm just having fun. So, just kind of going in here, I like to paint big because it makes me feel like I'm moving and dancing at the same time. And the thing about this is that since I'm doing a large painting, I gotta step back from this. And when I step back, you can't really see me. If you guys have questions, just ask, just because I'm still gonna be looking over here at this camera. We're gonna just paint into some areas. And I'm kind of scrubbing. I like to scrub. Yeah, I like to scrub my paintings because I don't like to scrub my house. I'll scrub my paintings. So yeah, the green, I'm feeling the green, I'm feeling the kind of, but I'm not feeling too much of this darkness. But I'm going to go over this white with another thing, I think. So, like I did the other day. I mean, something that happens often with me with painting is that I'm in here, and then I get so interested in this little area. I get so interested in some kind of great looking texture that is so cool when you're close to it, but what inspired you to paint this morning? I like the dancing technique. Yeah, I love to move. I'm a big mover. Let's see, what inspired me to paint this morning? Well, I came in and I was working on this painting last week, and so it was laying on my floor, because I like to also paint on the floor, but right now I'm not doing that. I just want to paint. It's good to paint. So yeah, I've been doing those candy mandalas, but I gotta take a break from those things every now and then. Or just the mandalas in general. So, and I love to paint. So, it's freeing. It feels good. So, here I am, doing some more work in here. Yeah, keep any questions going you guys want to have happen. There was this happening with that painting, and I actually never thought it was very good, honestly, so that's okay. And sometimes it feels like paintings are never really done anyway, but, you know, life goes on. All right, I gotta step back. Should we step back? Hi! Let's step back and look at this painting now. Oh, well, you can't see it. Let's turn it around. So, yeah, there's a little more white going on there now. It's a little too white. Well, on the camera, it looks different than it looks for me in life. I mean, actually, it looks better on the camera. But now it looks kind of like I just took white paint to it, which, hey, guess what? I just did. But you know what? Whatever. Keep moving on, because there's going to be another coat over this. So let's play with a bigger brush. Bigger brush. Where's my big brush? I got a big brush over here. Got a big brush over here. Can you see me? All right, and I've been really liking this, so I like to just touch my brushes. All right, and there is this is a nice color, so I don't even know what color this is. I don't know what I would call this. And I'm going to go over some areas, because just glaze on top of that. So going over the white areas, and that brings out some of the texture that was behind some of the paint here. So I'm a former art teacher, and I guess I can't help but be teachery when I'm on here. So it's okay. It's all good. Just giving it some patina, a little patina. Actually, I'm getting hearts. Love you guys. Thanks. Periscope is so weird. What do you guys think about Periscope in general? I'm still like wondering what it's about and how to use it creatively, because I think this is kind of cool, showing you live painting, kind of cool, but like what else can we do? Yes, I do display art in a studio, in a gallery. Yeah, I've got a few different galleries. I've got one in Boston and one in New York, and I think I'm going to have a new one in the Hamptons. Yay! So what am I talking about? Periscope. You're addicted to Periscope? Yeah. So have you watched Amanda Oleander? Have you checked her out yet? I just watched her the other night. I just thought, she's doing this really cool thing called Artiscope. She's very interesting to me because she's so young. She's 25. I'm not so young, but whatever. And I don't know who's on Periscope, who's watching. Like, how to get more people to watch you. I'm not sure how that's all going to work out, but I guess I'll just keep doing this. Great, lots of places. Not yet. We'll find her. Yeah. But she's got like 115,000 followers. I checked it out. I'm like, geez. And all she really does is get on and talk to you. That's so far what I saw last night. Share a little bit more about abstract art and the history of it. I'm totally drawn to it. Oh, the history of abstract art, Heidi. Oh, that's a long history, my friend. Let's talk about the history of abstract art. Girl, you got me going now. Gosh, well, abstraction means to take from. So this is actually more non-representational. Follow more people you're interested in. The more you follow, engage in scopes. I do that a lot. Thank you very much. I'm trying to do that, yeah. Abstract is to take from. So when you're abstracting something, actually, you are pulling from reality and taking it down to its most simplest form. I love art and creating something that's cool. So you're creating. That's what the meaning of abstraction is. So you're abstracting it. Like Mondrian looked at trees, and then he would take it down, and then it almost became like a grid. Then when you're going with what I'm doing here, people call this abstract because everybody just doesn't, that's not actually the real term for this, because I'm not really abstracting from anything. I'm just going with my intuition. I'm just going with my gut. This is more non-representational. There's nothing that I'm trying to represent right now. It could turn into water, kind of a water scene, but this is more in the direct style of just going in here. When did abstract painting first start? I have to go research my books, but it didn't really become popular until late 1800s. People started to just change the form around. Jen, Crayon Lab, are you still watching? Because me and my art history, I'm not that good. I'm pretty good, but all right. So now I feel like I need to put a form in here, and I'm going to pull a little bit from my friend Stephanie Ong Art, who needs to start periscoping soon. But I feel like I want to kind of draw into this because this is like, I'm not quite sure what's going on. And so I could use a drawing tool. I don't really have a drawing tool with me, but I'm going to use the paint with like a drawing tool. Hi again. So I think I'm going to take this little foam brush here, because foam is nice and it's got like a nice texture to it. And I'm going to mix up a new color onto the palette. I'm going to take some blue. I'm going to do something dark, a little bit darker. I'm going to take some of the ultramarine blue. You can't really see what I'm doing here. And what other color? I don't really have too many colors on my palette right now because I'm just going. But I'm going to just lighten that up a little bit with some of that other color. And then let's see what happens. Because you can always, you know, acrylic is awesome because you can just always change what you're doing. So I'm a little scared right now because I'm going to make a big mark. And okay, but where is that mark going to go? What is that mark going to symbolize? This is all the thoughts that go through my mind as I'm working. And you have to just like let go. Sometimes painting is there's a lot of stuff about how you are in life with how you paint. So I'm constantly self-reflecting when I'm painting, like what's going on. And it's interesting to narrate my process to you because, you know, like I'm scared to make some kind of mark that I might regret. Oh, I'm scared in life sometimes. Thanks. It's kind of, you know, to make some kind of mark, but you can always change it. All right, here we go. Let's make a shape. All right. Jeez, what the hell is that? I don't know. Let's go with it. Okay, so it's because I gotta have something more than just this crazy texture. All right, there's some paint. Did you see that? You don't really see that, but for me that looks like really daring. And I don't know how to play with that shape yet, but it's okay. No, all right, there's something different. There's a line. I really just made a line. And then within that line, I'm going to delineate that shape to make it look a little bit different than the rest of the painting. So I'm so glad people are watching this. It's fun. This is fun to paint like this because, you know, Bob Ross. I'm not Bob Ross. So talk more to me. What else is going on, people? What are you doing? Why are you just watching Periscope this morning? I mean, this is luxurious for me to be able to paint. Okay, now there's so much color in here. You guys, maybe I can get you just a little bit closer. But I don't want to ruin my whole situation here. But okay, you can kind of see. Did you see the marks I made? See those big crazy marks? Heidi, people could buy my art online, and then I had to change it. So no, right now you cannot buy my art online. You can contact me. I know it's very hard to see. Oh, it's pixelated for some reason? Huh. Yeah, I know. I had my art all available for sale online, and then I had to change. Why? Because I've got some more gallery representation, and people have different rules around that. I don't know what I think. I'm taking chances as I move along. It's different, you know. I don't know. Sometimes it's for sale online, sometimes it's not. But currently, you can always contact me for anything you're interested in buying that I've got. So, okay, guys. So here I am. It's hard to see. All right, now I'm kind of mussing. See what's going on here? You can't really see my hand, but now I could be totally ruining this painting, but it's okay because here, I'm just going to put this here. Now I'm creating an area that's different than the rest of the painting. So I'm trying to give some delineation to some area here so it looks like something's going on. All right, what's going on here? Let's take a look back. Okay, so now we have a shape. We have a shape on top of the rest of it. It's kind of a shape. I'm not quite sure if I like that or not, but truly, painting's a process, takes time, and I'm doing this with you guys, and it's very different than doing by myself, but it's all right. I'm just going to keep doing this. What else? Oh, hearts. Thank you for the hearts. I think that's Heidi. Okay, now, new color. Something I saw. Hello. Hi, Mandala Sky. Mandala Sky, do you make mandalas? Because I followed you, and I haven't really checked everything that you do out yet, but what do you do, Mandala Sky? Tell us what you do. And tell us, everybody, what you do. because Heidi's a photographer. Who are the artists out here? Talk. Tell me. Let's follow each other. Let's hang out. I mean, there's not a whole lot of you, but come on. Let's share. Who are you? What are you doing? Okay, cadmium red light. It's not really what I want. Hi, Sky. Your middle name is Mandala. Oh, that's interesting. Very cool. So yeah, I guess I don't know how we connected exactly, but you design clothing? Tell us, what's your website? Where are your clothes? Where do you live? Let's hear more about you guys. Less about me, because I'm just kind of, I'm looking for some paint here. So, digging for paint. Yes, I'm not the most organized right now with all this stuff. Tell me. I don't see anybody talking. I've got some, I'm going to work with some yellow. This is this is good old primary golden fluid acrylics. There's a little yellow up here in the corner that I see that I want to work with a little bit more. So, and this Periscope is just going to be long. Designing for over 11 years. It's mandalasky.com. I love art and creative. Hi, Chelsea. Long time passion for watercolors. Cool? Yes, I love watercolors too. So, I've got the yellow on the palette. I'm dripping yellow paint. And what's going to happen with this yellow? You want to say, hi, thanks, I'm feeling gorge. I just need some more bling on and then it'd be great. But I gotta buy some Chelsea Bond jewelry. Chelsea is another artist. Yeah, we got the artists up in the house, up in the studio house. Girls, all right, green, yellow and blue make green. Okay, so here's some yellows, bright, kind of daring a little bit, maybe who likes yellow? I don't know, I'm not quite sure if I like yellow. But you can move it around the whole painting. So let's also just turn this a little bit more so you can see what's going on. Okay, so where is this yellow going to go? I don't know. Oh, now it's turning green. Don't know what I think, but I'm just going to pull some yellow throughout. I mean, I can't get too attached to anything, just like in life. You just got to keep moving. You just gotta keep moving. Okay, I like that. There's some yellow happening now. Again, it's really kind of probably hard to tell what's really going on your screen, but I'm having a good time. I'll show you guys after this whole thing is over, but let's see. Yeah, I can't get the whole painting in here. All right, I'm pulling yellow throughout this painting, so it's got to have like visual balance. You got to keep moving. I don't know. This is how I am. I want to have a whole harmonious experience for the viewer, basically. So, all right, we need to have another color in here, a dark. I think we need a dark. I think I need to pull in some purple. I'm feeling the purple vibe. I'm feeling some purple vibe. So I gotta look down here. Hi, we need to collaborate on paintings? Yeah, with jewelry to coordinate? Yeah, let's do that. That would be great. I'm all for it, Chelsea. Let's rock it out. Rock it! I'm down. I disappeared for a second, but I'm really down here reaching for paints. All my paints are in here. Whoa. This is fun. I'm having a good time. Okay, so how do you get purple? I feel like a teacher. How do you get purple, class? You get a tube of purple paint. That's all you gotta do. No, well, anyway, this is a great color. I love this. Can you read that? Isn't that a nice word? Quinacridone. I don't know how to say that. But I'm going to throw some of this in. It's like a hot pinky color. And I'm going to tone it down with a little bit of that ultramarine so that we can get... Oh, and there's teal. Look, I got some straight up teal. Love that. Okay, let's play. So we're going to make some more shapes. And I'm going to put some of this on my palette. You want to see the palette? Here we go. Can you see the palette? Can you see? All right, so got a lot of colors here. I think people like to watch painting. Do they? Is that fun? I mean, Bob Ross, so many people watch that guy, and I think that... Why? Does it make you feel like you're painting? Or does it make you just happy to, like, feel like you're close to these materials? It makes you feel like you're painting. Okay. Good. All right, got a brush. This brush. I have a whole bunch of, lots of different brushes. And I'm an intuitive artist, really, when it comes to some of these things. I don't know, I just grab different materials. It's fascinating. Thanks, Heidi. All right, paint and some more crazy lines. So I'm going to overlap that other shape. I'm just going to do, you know, I really feel like I need a bigger brush, but it's okay. I'm going to work right now. And we're going to do another kind of abstract, and I'm free. You're editing photos and watching this? Yay! All right, so we're going to make it smaller. Oh! I'm thinking about biomorphic shapes. I don't know. I'm just thinking about organic shapes and something that could delineate one area from another to just make this painting have something else. Like I said, I'm kind of stealing from another artist, and that's what they do, Steal Like an Artist. That's a book that I have not read, but I think it's a great title. I'm going to just turn this a little bit. Because I think that it's great to share. Let's share, you know? Nobody owns anything. Okay, yes, I've copywritten some of my artwork, and I think that's cool. But, you know, whatever. If somebody copied my art, I can't stop anybody from doing that. So anyway, but you know, make it your own. Obviously, don't. I'm not saying to steal and take somebody else's work, but I'm saying universal unconscious collective. Okay, this is starting to look like some of these paintings I like that I don't like. Like people paint these seed pods and stuff. I'm not into seed pods. I mean, this painting could easily become like a beachy landscape, but like I said, I'm trying something new right now. It's not really my style exactly, but what the hell? You gotta just try new things. And if I don't like it, if I don't like what I'm doing, I can just paint over this whole damn thing. Who cares? Okay, I got some blue going in here. So now it's starting to look like an object that I've shaded, and I don't know, but it's okay. Let's just go with it, go with it, go with it. Happy little trees. Should I paint some happy little trees? It's interesting, this Periscope thing, because you're like, you know, you're talking to people, you got to be on. It's not the same as just painting by yourself when you can just be in meditative spirit, but, you know, I can do that a lot anyway, but this is actually very fun. Okay, so we got some purple happening now, we got some other colors. Let's look at the painting. You got to stand back. You always have to stand back. If you don't stand back, you don't know what the hell you're doing. All right, so let's swipe it, turn it around. Oh, there's another painting behind me. See that one? That's another one I did that's the crazy. I think that one's pretty successful. I like that painting. Okay, let's turn around. Thank you. Oh, look at it now. Okay, so here's the painting transformation. See that yellow in there that really brought out the green? Okay, we're all in progress, so it's not done yet. What do you think, guys? What should we do? Let's get some feedback from you. Tell me what you think here. What else? Or what? More, I don't know. You see that dark area? Those dark areas behind in the back area there? Those are from the former painting, and I like them. They're working. They're working. This biomorphic thing, though, it's not really me. But I'm going to try it anyway. I'm going to keep going. It's a strange thing. There's got to be more layers here, though. Much more. Many, many more. So this painting could probably be like I don't know how long this. It's going to be a long painting, I think. Sometimes I paint very fast, and I like to paint very fast, but right now that I've added these new layers into it, this is going to take longer than a day. Well, I mean, longer than what time I have in my studio. So, now what? How about some new colors? Let's do some new colors. Okay, new colors. Teal. Break out the teal. Yeah, let's break out some teal. This is going to be a lighter color here. So it's just, I mean, I usually don't buy color straight out of the tube like that, but because I think I've been taught to really mix your own. See, profile of a person with a scarf around a ponytail and the lips they are. Okay. Okay, so, yeah. I don't see that. Oh, yeah, I can see that. I get you. Yeah. Okay, we want to stay away from that then. Because I don't really want to paint people. I don't want to paint, I don't know. Some people love people paintings. I want to stay kind of abstracted. But the truth is, everybody will see something in the painting no matter. However you paint it, people are going to see. Can you see when you stand back? Yes, I can see it. I know, yeah, right, you can see it when you stand back. All right, so I'm mixing up my the teal with that gloss. Do you see this? So there's this is the soft gel gloss, and this is the teal. And I'm going to mix this up, and we're going to see. These are better for kind of doing the like surface treatments in a way when I'm doing that soft gloss. But I can pull it, and I'm pulling it with a palette knife now. Yeah, I love that. I love pulling with palette knives. Why? Because it's a nice direct mark. It makes me happy. This makes me freaking happy because I can't control it entirely. I don't know exactly how it's going to look. And that's what this painting was beforehand. You don't get to control it, and that's life again for me. I don't get to control it. I can try, but I fail constantly. So, you just gotta let the magic happen, people. Let the freaking magic happen. And because there's so much, whoa! Did you see that splatter? Because there's so much texture here. When I pull on with this palette knife, I can see a lot of the texture that's coming through. So, all right, so we've got some interesting colors going on now. Let's see, let's maybe bring in some of this blue again, darker blue. It's ultramarine again. Thinking about the white, but I'm just gonna take it away. And whoa, I got paint on my finger. Yummy. Delete the paint. Okay, that's how some people go crazy. That's how people go crazy. Who went crazy eating paint? Art history. Come on. Michelangelo, yeah, wasn't doing so good when he was painting that ceiling. Too much paint fumes. Don't do that. Of course, I'm not working with oil, and I'm not working with whatever you call impasto, where you're painting directly into plaster. This is acrylic, and it's pretty safe. It's very safe. Okay. Pulling in a darker color again. Let's just make some marks. I just love making marks. Hi, okay, thank you. So now what? What else can we do? Can we do something over this green? Yes, we can. And take it a different direction. All right, we gotta now bring back a brush. So, where are you guys from who's watching? All right, Heidi's watching. Who else? I think Heidi. It's just Heidi now. Heidi, we need more people. Let's invite them. Come on. Yeah, I don't really like what just happened there. So, I'm going to go back with another brush. And I'm going to pull in. Okay, this brush, you've got to keep your brushes nice and wet. Because if you don't, then it's going to dry. That acrylic will dry like plastic. And then you're screwed. So, hey, you just did it. Yay, thank you. That's what I thought you did. I wasn't sure. Okay, Cross, hi. It's funny, everybody's Twitter handle, you don't really know their name. You're just like, hey, Cross RWC, J63. How are you? Where are you from? You're Heidi's friend? Are you watching? Where are you? Let's talk. Where are you watching from? We're in Tampa. I'm in Tampa. Okay, we're going to back in with the white. Let's go back in with the white. I'm Paula Brett, by the way. Hi, thanks for watching. Yes. Okay, so now I'm kind of painting out a little bit of what I just did. Breathe. You gotta breathe when you work. You gotta breathe. You don't breathe, you're gonna die. God, I sound like my workout video. Let's move in. All right, now, so it's great to make strong marks that are important. Well, they don't have to be important, but they are strong. So I'm going to go back in with some of this crazy quidricone violet. I need to have you make an art abstract piece if we can't afford you. Yes, honey, yes. I'll make you a piece. Right? I'll make this piece for you. Tell me how to paint it. Let's do that. How about a Periscope collaboration? Okay. Heidi, I'm serious. Just tell me whatever. If you want to, I'm ready to paint for you. So, okay, this is creating another thing. Oh, okay. that stuff. I'm a total goofball. I can't help myself. There's just really no way around that. All right, we're moving in. We're moving into another area. Okay. What's happening here? Okay. I don't know. We need to look at my face. Okay, let's do that. Yeah. I mean, look, I've got paintings, and some of the other ones I've got too, and I've got some that are ready to. I've got some canvases that let's measure it up. Let's talk about your palette. Let's talk about your style, and commission, and we'll do photos for art because I need some decent photography. Yeah, the gallery in the Hamptons is excited about this. Very excited about this opportunity. I'm going to go visit there in 2 weeks. So, yeah, take a little ride out to the Hamptons. Who doesn't love that? Have you been to the Hamptons? You guys, have you ever been out there? Yeah, pretty fun. Pretty nice. Pretty poshy. Posh-a-lot. Posh-a-lot. Okay. More lines. So I am delineating areas that can become shapes. Yes, and that's good. You'll be in the Hamptons this summer. It's called Chase Edwards. It's in Bridgehampton. So where are you going in the summer? Where are you going to be? What part of the Hamptons are you going to be in? This yellow, I'm afraid. Wainscot. Okay, not quite sure where that one is. Is that like in relation to, well, I'll have to look on the map. Okay, yellow again. I don't know. This is such a strong color. I'm afraid of it. I think I'm going to dull it down with some white. White. I'm going to not dull it down, but I'm going to lighten it up. I'm starting to get hungry right now. Ooh, look at that. Ooh. I do work out. Okay, I was watching Amanda Oleander yesterday. I haven't watched her paint yet. She's interesting, though. Okay, like I said, she's doing this thing called Artiscope. Should I talk about her? She's doing Artiscope, and she's going to do like a live art show in Santa Monica where you can buy art as you're periscoping. It's going to be interesting. So she's kind of like, I think that some people who got on Periscope right away are just making it happen. I don't know. There's a lot of people on Periscope now, but I think that maybe if you had started really early, then you've got a little bit more of a leg up. I mean, of course, I just started a couple of days ago. But I think it's interesting how this works. I want to talk more about, I think tonight I'm going to do like a Periscope, because I think different people can come on at different times. But I want to brainstorm about ways to use Periscope in an artful way, like besides painting on here. Like, what if you did games with people? I mean, would that be interesting? Or is it mostly about, like a hide-and-seek game, or help me find something, and if you find it in the room, you win something. I don't know. I'm just thinking of ways that it could be interesting as hi. So you could do, I've got children, so I'm always thinking childlike things, but like I Spy. You could just put a picture up and go, I don't know. I'm just thinking of ways to interact with people on it in an interesting, unique way that is more artful, like taking this form and not just having it be about this back and forth conversation, but having it be something unique that's fun. So if you guys have any thoughts for me, just tell me, because honestly, this Periscope, I love it. I think it's cool to be able to talk to people like this, because you get an idea and feeling for who they are, but you also, but I like to take new, I have a degree in interdisciplinary art, and so I like to be able to do different things with people. Okay, all right, guys. So I think it's over. I'm gonna end because no one else is watching, and we can look at this painting later. Bye.